Yo, YouTube, this is Jordan Steele 88 coming at you with another video. Title of this video, this is a victory Monday for the Pittsburgh Steelers, so let's get into it. There's some topics about victory Monday I got to talk about with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Question is, with a final point for the offense, is the offense starting to turn the corner? I'm going to say a little bit of yes. Some ways, no. Yes, because they played a pretty good game against the Raiders last night. I'm going to say no because they still have a long way to go if they want to be a top offense. I mean, one game does not solidify you as a top offense. You got to do it from multiple games. You got to have consistency, though. And like I said with my question a couple of minutes ago, it's the offense starting to turn the corner. In little ways, yes, but some no. Like I said before. I mean, they had a pretty good game, like I said before, and then they still have a long way to go. And they want to be that top offense that we've been talking about in preseason. So, yeah, because Kenny Pickett didn't, like I said in my recap, he did a hell of a job managing that game. He managed the game almost like wonderfully. Looking for open receivers, especially hitting that long bomb to CA3, Calvin Austin III, and getting his second touchdown pass to Pat Farr. Move. So that's his first 2-touchdown game. First time he's thrown more than one touchdown. So, I mean, the running game it's starting to get a little better. I think the offensive line needs to get Broderick Jones in the game. The Steelers need to get Broderick Jones in the game ASAP. But I think because you know why? I know I'm going to keep saying this in future videos because Broderick Jones could be a game changer for the offensive line. I mean, we didn't draft him for no reason. Just been seeing him on the bench for 2 games. I don't know if he got a snap in 3 games, but if he did, it's very little. Because he's probably the only this year's draft pick, Steelers draft pick, did not get any snaps. Others are what I'm going to talk about is Joey Porter Jr. and Nick Herbig and Keanu Benton. So, yeah. So I think Broderick Jones should get the start. It might not be the Texans game, but somewhere down the road, he's got to start at some point. Broderick Jones don't need to be on the bench any longer. I got a feeling he's itching to get in the game. And his college teammate, Darnell Washington, is getting a lot of snaps. So, but he's not got a catch yet. He's due to get the catch this season. I mean, he's been doing a lot of blocking, but I want to see him in the receiving action, though. So I want to see more. I want to see a little bit of receiving from Darnell Washington, excuse me. So yeah, man. So on the defense, should Joey Porter Jr. start over Levi Wallace? I know Levi Wallace got 2 interceptions in a game against the Raiders, but from time to time he gets burnt. I mean, teams are staying away from Joey Porter Jr. when he's covering somebody, whether it's a top receiver or not. But I still think that Joey Porter Jr. should start a little more. I know he's been getting better game after game, but I think Joey Porter Jr. should start more. I mean, the defense gets even better when he's in the game. So, yeah, man. Our middle linebackers are doing a hell of a lot better than last year's middle linebackers for sure. So that's for damn sure because they're doing a hell of a lot better than the linebackers they did last year. Because Cole Holcomb, Landon Roberts, Quan Alexander, they're doing a wonderful job so far in 3 games, stopping the run. Although we're missing Cameron Hayward, but the middle linebackers we have are doing a greater job the middle linebackers we have last year. Well, some are still on the roster. Well, it was Mark Robinson, although we haven't called his name yet since last year. So, and Keanu Benton, he's been doing a fine job this year. He got his first sack of the season against the Raiders. His first sack in his career, though, rather. I mean, he's starting to get better, though. I think they should play him more. I think he should start over Martavis Adams, though. So Martavis Adams is not that good. I mean, Keanu Benson starting the nose tackle, though. I think he should. Because him, when Cameron Hayden gets back and Larry Ojobi can, that 3-down lineman could be lethal. I'm telling you. Because Keanu Benton reminds people of Javon Hargrave, who now plays for 49ers, who we played against in week one this year. I mean, we ain't called Nick Herbert's name since the preseason, but he'll get better. I know T.J. Watt and Alex Highsmith, who I'm going to talk about in any minute, are getting a lot of playing time. I mean, Malik Golden it's starting to be a nice pickup for the Steelers. He got that sack. So yeah, man. Because Nick Herbert's due to get a sack eventually. He'll get a sack somewhere down the road. May not be the Texas game, but I don't know. So, because the people we draft, well, they play like first rounders, though. I know Bryce Jones ain't played, like I said before. And he's due to start anyway, but yeah, because our this year's draft picks, they've been doing an amazing job, though. So, yeah. And do I think T.J. Watt is going to get a second Defensive Player of the Year award? Well, if he keeps this up, he should. Because he's getting sacks like almost every game. Because he got one against Cleveland, I believe, or two, if I recall correctly. I mean, he had a bookend park with Alex Highsmith, man. You just can't slap protect against these guys when Alex Highsmith was. I mean, Alex Highsmith and walking in, and Alex Highsmith and T.J. Watt are in there. You can't slap protect at all from an offensive line standpoint. But back to T.J. Watt, is he in a route to get a second Defensive Player of the Year award or possibly MVP? I mean, it's possible that could happen because all that sack pace he's in. Although he got the all-time sack record, all-time Steelers sack record, I should say, against Cleveland, passing Debo, James Harrison. I mean, but anything's possible for T.J. Watt to get a second Defensive Player of the Year award and MVP award. So, and going back to the running back situation, Najee Harris has been off to a slow start. I know he's getting better bit by bit, but it's just times he just can't get off the ground fast enough. I mean, a lot of people saying Jaylen Warren should get the start over him. I mean, it could go either way, though, but Jaylen Warren is getting a little better, too, as a number 2 running back. So, and the wide receiver, of course, is doing okay. I know Allen Robinson's due to break out. I mean, George Pickens did break out one time. That was against the Browns last week. When Deontay Johnson gets back, the receiving corps could be a bit better once Deontay Johnson can be consistent. And Calvin Austin III is turning into be a Tyreek Hill 2.0, like a lot of Steelers fans say. So, CA3 is starting to get a little bit better, though. So, yeah. And one other thing, that Minka Fitzpatrick sack was BS. They called roughing the passer on that. I don't believe that shit. That call was a bunch of bullshit. Why was that roughing the passer? That was a clean sack. I don't get that. So, yeah. So this is a Victory Monday video about what should go on in the previous games or whatever. So, yeah, man. So that'll about do it for this video. So, this is Jordan Steele 88. Like, comment, subscribe for more Pittsburgh sports content and other sports content on my channel. And I'll see you guys in the next video. As always, here we go, Steelers. Here we go. Yeah, man.